Hello and welcome to this 15-minute Yogalates. We are going to start today at the back of our mat, spreading our toes into the ground. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and as you exhale out through the mouth, tucking the chin down onto the chest, we're going to roll down through the spine, bending the knees at the bottom and walking out into a high plank position. So hands directly under the shoulders, engaging through the core, pushing the floor away. And then we're going to walk it back, bending those knees into a ragdoll position and slowly rolling up. Let's just coordinate that with the breath. So deep breath in, exhale, tucking chin to chest. That's it, rolling all the way down, walking it out into that high plank position, feeling that engagement through the core, and then walking it back towards your feet and slowly rolling up. One more time, really nice and slow, just waking everything up. Deep breath in, exhale, chin to chest, rolling down, nice heavy head, and then walking it out into that high plank position, stretching behind the legs, feeling the engagement through the core and pushing that floor away. Good. Now take an inhale, lift up onto your toes, take the hips up, and let's push our heels down into our downward dog as we inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to roll through into that high plank position, shoulders over the wrists. So inhale, lift the hips, pull the belly button to spine, rise onto the toes, then push into the heels, and then ripple through. So coordinating with the breath today. So not only are we feeling strong and balanced, but we're also taking some time to just breathe and flow as well. Good. One more. Inhale, lift those hips. That's it. Pushing into those heels, lengthen through the spine. Exhale into that high plank position. Okay, this time as we inhale, not only will we lift the hips, but we're going to take opposite arm to the outside of the opposite ankle. That's it. So we're getting a little spinal twist here and feeling some work in the obliques. Okay, let's do this. So inhale, left hand to the outside of the right ankle as we inhale. Exhale back to high plank position. Good. Moving slowly and mindfully, really pulling that belly button into the spine and looking under our arm as we go. That's it. Being mindful that we come back to that plank position each time, so we're not arching the back. We're staying nice and flat. That's it. And we're stretching the back of the legs. Good. This is really lovely to wake up the spine and get those obliques nice and strong. Good. And also that twisting is helping with the immune system and digestion as well. Good. Keep breathing as you flow. That's it. One more. And then slowly we're going to drop our knees and come into tabletop. So hands directly under the shoulders, knees are in line. We're coming into a Superman position. So we're going to stretch the left leg away from us, keeping the left hip facing the floor, and we're going to extend the right hand. Okay, so stretching as we inhale, fingers and toes pulling away from each other, keeping the spine long. And then as we exhale, we pull belly button to spine and knee comes to elbow. That's it, contracting the stomach. So inhale, reach, lengthen, exhale, contract. So we're just warming up the lower part of our abdominals. That's it. We're using that left hand to stay nice and strong, pushing the floor away. And we're really lengthening through the back of the body, as well as a bit of hip and shoulder mobility. But really connecting breath to movement is what it's all about. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, contract. Enjoy that stretch as if someone's pulling the fingers and toes away. That's it. Last one we're going to hold. So breathing in, lengthen, exhale, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Good. Placing it down and just wiggling out those hips, ready to go on the other side. Focusing on the breath at all times. Here we go. Stretch the right leg this time. Left arm reaching away, pushing that floor away with the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Knee to elbow. Make that contact every time. If you're feeling a little wobbly, that's okay. Keep your eyes in one spot, facing the floor. That's it. And really think about pulling that belly button to spine and just moving slow and mindfully if we're feeling a bit wobbly. Good. Inhale, lengthen. That's it. Good. Keep going. Nice and slow and controlled, so the arm and leg is moving at the same time, and we're really pulling that belly button in as we contract. That's it. Last one, we're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1. Good. Wiggling out those hips. Okay, back with that left leg out. And this time we're going to slightly widen the hands to the outside of the yoga mat. That's it. Now extend that left toe away from you. As you inhale, we're going to widen the elbows, bring the nose just hovering off the ground or as far as you can. Exhale, push the floor away. And then we inhale, lift the left leg, keeping the hips square, feeling the engagement through the glute. And we lower back into Superman. Good. Inhale to lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Good. Moving slowly, widen those elbows, push the floor away as you lift up. And same with the legs, squeeze at the top, slowly lower. Good. Inhale, exhale. That's it. Inhale. Keep that core nice and strong to help with that balance. Good. Lift, little hold and lower. One more, nice and slowly. Widen those elbows. Push the floor away. Lift, little hold and lower. Good. Same to the other side. We're going to use the right leg, but this time the hands are coming under the shoulders. We're going to work the triceps. So rather than taking the elbows wide, they're going to stay by our side. So extending that right leg. Inhale, nose comes forward just past your hands. Exhale, push. Same with the leg. Lift and down. So you want to think about bringing your elbows into your sides. That's it. Good. Breathe as we go. Keep that right hip facing the floor, and there's no rush here. You can take your time and really focus on your breath. As you exhale, push that floor away. Good. You can do this. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. Inhale, lift, little squeeze. Good. So you can really feel this now, firing up every single muscle in the body, as well as having to find balance and strength in that core. Use your breath. Don't neglect it. One more time here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Going back now to that left leg, we're going to continue to work the glutes and the legs by keeping the core engaged as well and pressing the floor away with the arms. So stretching the left leg, we're taking it up as we inhale, over to the right as we exhale, up as we inhale, out to the left as we exhale. So we're trying to keep the hips and the upper body nice and still. So even if you need to reduce the movement, that's it, just slightly, then that's okay. Keep those shoulders pulling away from the ears and keep that belly button pulling into the spine. That's it. Nice and slow and controlled. And then let's swap it over. So that right leg extends. Inhale to lift. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale out to the right. That's it. This is really nice for your hip mobility as well. And I'm sure you can feel it firing up your legs. That's it. Good. Nearly there. Let's have one more. Up and over. And up and over. Good, lovely. Okay, we're going to sit onto our glutes now and come into a boat pose position. So we're in a V shape with the body, finding lots of length in the spine. The inner thighs are drawing together. That's it. Try not to collapse. We want to stay nice and tall and imagine a nice opening through the chest, slight lift in the chin and reaching those arms away. If that gets too intense, you can always hold behind your knees or place your hands slightly behind you, just lightly. But we really want to feel everything squeezing now, the inner thighs, the core, and the shoulders relaxing down. Close your eyes and breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and find that stillness. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is find stillness in the body, but it makes us so strong. So take those deep breaths when you need to. For 3, 2, 1. Good. Just hug the knees and have a little rest. We're going to stay with that boat pose, and this time we're going to test the core and the balance a little bit more. We're also going to get a nice release through the spine. So into that boat pose, we're going to inhale, go back. That's it. Lift the legs above the head, and as we exhale, return to that boat pose. So finding that balance, also massaging the spine, getting the blood flowing through the body. We can hold behind the knees if it feels easier, or we can just gently have our hands on the floor, but really try and test that strength as much as you can, keeping the neck in line. That's it, moving mindfully. Good. You control how far back you go onto your shoulders, so just take it steady, and it's finding that control as we get to the top, which can be the hardest bit. So well done. Inhale, roll back, exhale, hold. Good. One more. Inhale, exhale, hold. Find that balance and relax. Well done. Okay, we're going to roll down onto our back now, placing our feet hip width apart, and relaxing the hands into the ground, making sure the neck is in line. As we inhale, we're going to squeeze the hips up towards the sky, relaxing those shoulders, and as we exhale, slowly control it down, engaging the core, and a slight squeeze from the pelvic floor as well. Relax the shoulders, that's it. Try not to scrunch up the toes either. Inhale, we squeeze. Exhale, we lower down. Good, well done. Working with the breath, thinking about that squeeze in the pelvic floor. That's it, slow and controlled. Lifting those hips as high as you can, feeling the engagement, and then slowly lower, not collapsing at the bottom, but just touching. And then we go again, that's it. Good, see if you can get them a little bit higher each time. Pushing through your heels rather than gripping the toes. Good, slowly down, well done. Okay, so for our next one, we're going to continue with that lift. Inhale as we lift the hips, and then as we exhale, we're going to take the right leg up towards the sky. That's it. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift the left leg. That's it, lower and slowly come down. Nice and slow and controlled. Inhale, lift those hips, peel them off. Exhale, extend that right leg. Inhale, slowly place it down, keeping the hips where they are. And then the left leg comes off, and then it comes down, and we roll down through the spine. Again, focusing on the breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale, right leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, all the way down. And again, thinking about that pelvic floor. That's it, pressing into the shoulders, moving slowly. That's it, this is the last one. Working the whole body. Here we go, slowly down. Good, hug those knees into the chest. Okay, so this time we're going to have one leg at a time stretch. One is away from us, one is above us, and we're going to hold either the calf or just under the knee there. Lifting the head and shoulders off the ground if we can. 2 pulses, bringing that leg towards you. And then we're swapping, so really feeling this in the core. Good, here we go, blowing the air out as we exhale. On those 2 pulses, inhale to change, blow the air out. That's it, inhale to change, blow the air out. Good, if your head and neck gets a little bit uncomfortable, you can always place it down. This is really nice for flexibility as well. If you want to make it more intense, flex those feet. That's it, lifting the head and shoulders off if we can. Good, you're nearly there. You've got 2 more left after this one. Stay with me, stay with that breath. That's it, you can do it. Stretch those legs as much as you can. Nearly there. 3, 2, and 1. Good, lying the head down this time. Knees into tabletop position. We're going to take our arms into cactus, so 2 right angles pressing into the ground. Inhale, knees will be in tabletop, and as we exhale, they come over to the right, just hovering off the ground, keeping the shoulders down, but allowing the lower back to twist, and then inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left, that's it. So we're not collapsing at the bottom, it's a really slow and controlled movement. Try and keep those knees above the hips, so we're really feeling this in the lower core. Really lovely for spinal mobility, but also working deep into the core and those obliques. That's it, keep pressing the shoulders, the elbows, and the backs of the hands into the ground, keeping the head up towards the ceiling. You can do this moving mindfully with your breath. There's no rush. I just want you to focus on connecting the breath to the movement. That's it, feeling a nice little massage as well in the lower back. And again, really good for the internal organs. Well done. You've got 1 more exercise. We're going to leave those knees in tabletop. We're going to take our arms down by our sides, and we're going to be pulsing, breathing in for 4, holding for 4, and releasing for 4. You can keep your head on the floor, or you can take it off the ground. That's it. Knees at 90. Here we go. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Good. In through the nose and hold. Out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4. See if you can get a little bit higher, maybe with those head and shoulders. It's the last one, so final push. You can do this. That's it. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and release. Little movements with the arms, keeping the stomach still. That's it. And those knees, don't let those knees creep in. Keep them above the hips. Nearly there. If it gets too intense, lower the head or take your hands behind. Here we go. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Blow it out. 2, 3, 4. Well done. Relaxing all the way down. hugging those knees and just rocking side to side. Well done, guys, you smashed it. If you want to have a nice little stretch, check out some of my other videos where you can really stretch everything out. But let's just roll all the way up to a seated position. I want to know how you found that in the comments below. And if you want more videos like this, then make sure you subscribe, because there's plenty more on the way. And like I said, some stretch videos you can enjoy after this class. But well done for taking this time for your well-being. I really hope you enjoyed it and look forward to hearing how you found it in the comments below. And I will see you on the next video. Namaste.